Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new map change video and storyline video. Let's jump into this and start off straight off the bat with the Rift Warden construction taken a little bit further than it already is. You can see that the portal has now been upgraded slightly. Not really too many changes to the area, and in general not many map changes across the board, but the Rift Warden portal will be constructed soon, and once it's fully constructed we know what it's going to look like. You can see from the pictures down here, and we'll start to get some insight to what's going on with the storyline. Now we'll look at the storyline in a second. I just want to show you guys map changes straight away because obviously that's what we like to do here on the channel, show off map changes. So that's the first map change we have. The second one we've got is something to do with these carts over here. It looks like a few of them have fallen over and moved along a little bit. This definitely didn't feel like it was like this last update, but let me know if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure these weren't like this last update. I feel like it's definitely a change because we used to have some carts further along up here on the road, but I may be wrong. I'm not too sure, but I generally do feel like the carts that were located on here have moved further along, but I might be wrong. But obviously we know that the Geno himself is actually porting around different stones and stuff, and the chaos stones, whatever they are, the kinetic energy stuff. So yeah, whatever you want to call them, you can call them what you want. All right, so moving over to the next map change, we do have the Crackshot Cabin. So the Crackshot Cabin has changed slightly. It's actually now being emptied out, and you can see this is what it looks like being completely emptied out. It's no longer a Christmas theme, so that's kind of a neat little map change rip to that, but it will still probably remain there throughout the entire season. These things usually do when there's smaller minor map changes. Some other storyline related map changes, which we'll get into in a set, is obviously this here over at this center point over here. You can see we've got like a creative portal rift, and obviously 3 random props there as well: a taco, a shell, and a cuddle team little doll, which will all come back round in a sec when we look at the storyline quests. And also another little map change I want to show you guys, which is kind of a funny one if we keep flying across, is going to be over on this side over by the cuddle team leader head, which is a trek out, but we'll head over there because it's quite an important one. And again, this will be storyline quest related and we'll jump to it, but it's just funny to show you guys early, and that's this little teddy bear here. So yeah, look at this thing. It's like some sort of fiend teddy bear. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool to have. There's like a little map change for you guys. Now, just before we go any further, I'd just like to give a huge shout out to Secret Lab. So check out this little clip I've got for you guys right now. Huge shout out to Secret Lab for sending me over the Titan Evo 2022 Fortnite Battle Bus Edition chair. What was really cool about this is it had a really unique themed packaging, which was all Fortnite themed. You could see it came with this giant blueprint on how to build the chair and construct it. Also came with a loot box with different parts in for the chair. It was so awesome. Also, if you're starting off a new season, why not pick yourself up a brand new chair, especially when it's Fortnite themed with the Storm and the Battle Bus on. I love that. And also, there are 3 lumber pillows available: the Cuddle Team Leader, Peely, and Llama. I chose the Peely one here, but you could pick whichever. If you're based in the US, you can pick these up. If you guys want to check out the Fortnite Battle Bus Edition Secret Lab Evo Titan 2022 chair, you guys can check it out down below in the description, and I'll leave a link to it in the comment section down below. So moving on to some Falcon Scout gameplay and a little overview of it. So you have a few different abilities with this. You can speed boost by pressing in the sprint button. You can also scan enemies in your area, or you can directly look at an enemy, which will ping them. Now I'm using them in the 60 swords map, which I built, which is currently in the combat tab and the melee tab if you want to play it. This is a sword fighting mode. I've just added the Hammer's Shield and the Falcon Scout to it, so if you want to try them out straight away, this is the mode for you. But the Falcon Scout is only working if the player count is like less than 40 for some reason. It doesn't seem to work when there's like a high player count. I'm not too sure why it doesn't work, but it's cool to practice and just try it out, and obviously you can get an idea of the signal as well, how that works. So if you do go too far, you lose signal from like the remote control, and you will unfortunately lose connection to the Falcon Scout. So you got to kind of keep the range going quite well. And you can just see a little bit of gameplay of me just practicing my Falcon Scout skills here for BR when I'm going to be using it, and I think it's pretty cool. I generally think this is going to be such a cool drone to use in BR, especially if you're in a squad, and I think it's going to be great for them kind of like team plays, and I actually can't wait to try this out of like a squad or something. So hopefully you guys can get the opportunity to try it out in BR. But if you want to have a little practice with it and try it out in like a team mode, you can try it out in 60 swords if you guys want to. So yeah, feel free to do that. Now let's have a little look at the storyline and some of the quests which we had to do this week.
I'm Stellan, the Rift Warden to the Oathbound. My task, set by the ageless champion, is to create a stable rift gate, a bridge to new realities. I have consulted the stars. Your refined kinetic ore is the key. I require your assistance. Gather construction materials and install them at the gate.
So he basically wants us to build a teleporter slash portal to other realities, stable realities. He makes sure he does say that, so it's stable for obviously the Ageless. Now that's kind of neat because I think it's quite interesting to think that, because we don't actually know what the Ageless is trying to do. We're just helping out build this for the Rift Warden. There's also another side story that's going on as well at the same time as this. So let's take a little listen to what the Rift Warden has to say again. His next task, and let's see what he says.
Thank you. The Riftgate is the champion's dearest wish. I have my own reasons to create it, but those need not concern you yet. If you can be useful to me, perhaps I can be more forthcoming.
So there we see the Rift Warden won't tell us what he's going to use this kind of Rift portal for, but obviously we'll find out as time
You
goes
have
on.
returned. Good. Despite my reluctance, I need further aid from you. Take these sensors to the locations on your map and align them with the island's place in the cosmos.
So it looks like now the Rift Warden wants us to align something with the cosmos so we can get to our island or have some sort of teleportation system with space. So let's go and do that and see what he says.
Thank you. I will choose to trust you with a secret I have never told. There is a being, a shapeless man. He watches us with dark purpose. If we do not finish the Riftgate, the consequences will be terrible.
So he mentions this shapeless man, which could be Geno in his current form, or could be someone else. For example, maybe something of the Nothing, or even the Herald.
Does Riftward and Stellan's plan to visit / maybe take over other realities seem a little suspicious to you? Maybe he's one of those trustworthy and responsible megalomaniacs I keep hearing so much about? We need to look into his research firsthand. I'll read his data while you gather some test vessels for me. Let's do a field test of this Riftgate.
So now obviously Amy wants us to check out what Stellan's doing the Rift Warden, see if the plans are legit or not. It is interesting to see kind of the conflict between the two sides kind of building slowly behind the scenes. Are they going to work together, or is there going to be something more behind this? And I feel like obviously the Oathbound are probably going to be the bad side in this. I don't see them being good, but you never know. Maybe the bad side's on the outside, and maybe Amy's bad. I don't know. Amy does annoy me a lot. I don't know about you guys. I do not like Amy at all as a character. Very frustrating, but I think that's the way she's written and the way she's designed, which is what they're trying to do. And maybe she's going to be like a really big hero or an evil villain. It'd be really cool if she was like an evil villain at some point. That'd be amazing. Amy would be one of the best villains in the game, and I think it would really confuse people a little bit with the story, but kind of be like a big plot twist. So I hope that's the case. Anyway, we're collecting the stuff that Amy wants us to collect, and then we'll listen to what she has to say next once I've collected these.
You got the test vessels? Great. We're going to need them, because if these calculations are correct, Stellan has officially harnessed inter-reality travel. Which, the more I think about it, seems bad. Partially because of Stellan's plans, and partially because I expect to be paid for all acts of heroism in teeth. The girl's trying to build a mouth for herself out here.
So it looks like our boy Stellan has created reality travel where you can travel from different worlds to world, which is pretty crazy, which could mean we could see some huge crashes and clashes in different realities. I think that would be awesome. I really do like Stellan. Hopefully we do get to see some crazy stuff going on with his portal, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's see what Amy has to say when we scan some other stuff. We ended up scanning some of these artifacts which she told us to collect, and obviously Amy wants to build teeth to possibly build herself a skin or an outfit or a costume or a robot, which I think is going to happen at some point in the future as well, which is my prediction. Anyway, let's listen to what Amy says.
I didn't think I left the ominous warnings mod installed. Wait, what? Are you talking about... No. You can't be. You'll find him. But will you get there in time to save him? The test rift locked onto the scientist, and something horrible is happening to him. What could be darker than the worst fate imaginable? The second that gate is online, I need to be ready to use it, to find him, before it's too late.
So it looks like the test rifts actually locate the scientist. So the scientist is alive, but we only have a short period of time to actually rescue him from this darkest fate possible. Now, I don't know what this could be. Could it be like a zombie-like thing, like some sort of ghost scientist, or maybe some sort of chrome scientist? I think they'll probably stay away from the chrome stuff because that kind of already has finished. They might go down like maybe like an infected or zombie route for the scientist, or maybe some sort of kind of like master witch or something, or wizard, or some sort of spell person, or something kind of like freaky, I guess, which you wouldn't really expect in this situation. So I'm hoping that we do see something like that in the Fortnite storyline, but that's really where we're at, really. It kind of leaves us on a cliffhanger of will we save scientist or not, and obviously we have to wait a little bit, a week and a bit now, until the next Oathbound quests. Now, I'm not someone that really enjoys to cover this story quest stuff in the game, but it is quite interesting currently with a new chapter. Last chapter, I really didn't enjoy these sort of story things, but it's all the content we've got, really, so you kind of have to enjoy it. And I wish the story was written slightly differently, as in the way it's kind of presented to us. I feel like this is just like a copy of Save the World, and it's a big downfall of how Fortnite's been. They could have maybe some audio logs that you can re-listen to, maybe some little cinematics, or even just cartoon drawn images, or even just a little short video that you can access after completing these quests, so you can kind of recall what's going on as like a timeline type thing. But they don't, and you just have to keep up to date, and if you miss a week or miss a week of Oathbound quests, you could be really confused. So bit of a disaster, but hopefully Fortnite do fix this sort of stuff with the storyline stuff in the future, but I doubt it now. It's been going on a while now for these quest stuff, but it's getting interesting, and I keep you guys covered as always. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and this is postboxpat signing out.